Capitol Hill, member of the House Ways and Means Committee, Republican Congresswoman Kristi Noem of South Dakota. This week, Republicans rolled out their new budget, Kristi, which also aims to balance the budget in 10 years. But lawmakers are bearish, a lot of them, including some Republicans like Ken Buck, who told the New York Times, "I don't know anyone who believes we're going to balance the budget in 10 years. It's all hooey." Is it hooey?
Well, a budget is a resolution that puts forward our priorities, things that we want to accomplish. We come back and fill in the gaps with law through our appropriations bills, but we certainly have to put what we believe in our budget because that's the vision that we want to cast for where this country should go. We have to address our fiscal situation, and we have to come up with a plan to pay down our debt.
Congresswoman, I know a lot of Republicans in the base that I know very well, have known for 20 years. They say, okay, enough talk, just balance the damn budget. And you go, well, it's kind of complicated. They're like, no, balance the budget. Isn't this an important signal to send that Republicans do stand for something when it comes to fiscal restraint after we messed everything up in the early part of last decade?
Well, that's what a lot of Americans are telling us, is that, you know, we know what you're opposed to now. We want to see your vision. What do you believe in? What do you want to do? And that's what this budget does. It not only has a fiscal responsibility to get to a balanced budget, but it reforms some of the programs that are continuing to go up. It prioritizes national security funding. Those are things Americans have always stood for, and this budget is a reminder to the country of where we want to go.
I want to ask you before you go about your lunch bill, which is whole grain rich. Just interesting. A good placement given your state, but tell us about it.
Well, that's good.
Well, we've had a lot of new regulations come out of the federal government telling us how to feed our kids at schools, and it's been extremely restrictive. They've restricted calories, also meat and proteins and whole grains have been required. Sodium levels have been required to where we can't even possibly put milk or cheese on the menu anymore. So my bill gives local school districts and families the opportunity to have some flexibility from those guidelines. It's a common sense bill, and one that I hope that we can get put into place so that we can bring some common sense back to our school lunch programs.
All right, Congresswoman Kristi Noem, thank you.